Hello, this is Matthew with Swordslinger Custom Holsters, and I wanted to do a video concerning the collapsing of holsters. A question I often get is, does your holsters collapse when I draw my holster, I draw my weapon? And the answer is no, and there's two reasons why. First reason is I line or laminate my holsters, and that's basically where I put a second or two pieces of leather on the inside, thinner leather, and make it slicker on the inside, but I'm bonding two pieces of leather together to make it stronger and more rigid. And you end up with a hard, stiff holster, which is what you want. You do not want a floppy holster. A floppy holster is not truly a holster. It's an imitation, in my opinion. So what you want when you get a holster is you want it to be a little stiff. You don't want it to be soft and floppy, because that can be very dangerous. Leather can fold into the trigger guard when you're reholstering, or you end up having to, when you reholster your weapon, and I've seen this at training classes before, someone will have to take their gun and they'll have to point it into their thigh and wedge it into their holster to get in there. That's terrible. If your holster does that, you need to contact the manufacturer immediately or find you another holster maker. Second reason why mine do not collapse, they're designed not to collapse, is the reinforcement panel, or what I call the stiffener. And it's just a second piece of leather on the outside. You can make them decorative sometimes, like this one's alligator inlay, and it just holds the mouth of the holster open. It holds it open, and that way when you draw your weapon, your holster stays open. And I don't know if you can see it here on the there. My holster did not collapse. And then when you go to draw to reholster, you reholster reluctantly. You don't shove it back in the holster as quick as you draw. That's not good. But when you draw, you want to be able to have the holster stay open. That way you don't have to fish it back in by pointing it to yourself. And you can holster even without looking at it, but reluctantly. And by doing that, your holster stays open, it's safer, and it's a proper holster. Any holster that collapses on you is not what you want to be using. So when you do that, just keep that in mind, and to answer that question, my holsters do not collapse. So thanks for watching. This is Matthew with Swordslinger Custom Holsters.